Hello everyone, welcome back to another random Friday. What have we got to look at today? Well, little bit of a composite fibre tubing. My new knife. I'm going to do a proper review on this later on, but I'll show you quickly now, guys. A 5.5 inch footprint pipe wrench, which I've cleaned up, and then a good friend of mine has sent some stuff in for me to take a look at. So we'll have a look at all of this in a moment, guys. What should we start with? The knife. This is another one of those free knives from Knife Warehouse. Again, $2.99 carriage, and the knife is free apparently. As you can see, it is in the style of an AR-15. Little keyring on it, quite nice. It's UK friendly. It's got a half stop just there. Sort of snaps open quite nicely. What I do like about it, you've got these little bullet shaped cutouts in the blade here. Nice little touch there. Keyring. Quite a nice little knife actually. So I won't show you too much about it now because I'm going to review this. It's going to have its own review actually, guys. So yeah, what do you think? So I was in the machine shop today cutting up some of these fibre, layered fibre pipes here, which we use quite a lot. And I'd cut one to size. I was cleaning them up in the parts washing tank, getting all the, you know, the horrible dust away from them. And I came across this here and I thought, what on earth is that? I know what that is. It is a little mosquito that's got caught in the different layers. If I wet it, you'll see it a bit better. Put my macro lens on so you can get a better view, guys. But if you look here, you can actually see the wings, its little head and some legs. So this thing must have been floating around in the factory where they were manufacturing this little piece of pipe here, and got trapped in the layers. Look, poor little bugger. So this is sort of like some sort of modern fossilization, like amber. So perhaps in another million years, when they're trying to, they got this 21st century park going, and they're trying to create us humans from all these millions of years ago. They might be trying to extract some human blood out of this thing to make humans. I think this stuff is made up from like some sort of fibre matting that's rolled together and compressed to make these little tubes. You can see from these photos here, you can actually see the edges of the fibres all sticking out. It's got like, as you can see, lines in there from the different layers, and the fibre strands they put in to strengthen it. It's multiple layers, as I say, and yeah, I was just happened to be making these tubes up today, cutting them up on the lathe, cutting them to length, cleaning them up, and I happened to see this in there, so I thought, yep. And in fact, if you look at my Instagram feed, you'll see the original bit of video I put up for it. By my measure, this thing is 5.5 inches long, but whether it's a 5-inch pipe grips or 6-inch pipe grips, I'm not really sure, but I'm going to refer to them as 5.5-inch pipe grips. I purchased these from the car boot sale a few weeks ago, and they were quite rusty. As you can see, I've cleaned them up quite nicely. They originally came with this rather knackered screw here holding them together, so the original pivot pin had got lost. So my colleague and I in the machine shop knocked up this little fellow here. If we can get it out, there we go. We made this out of stainless steel, which is much better, and it brings it back to you know, full working order again. I did polish them up, but I noticed the day afterwards it created this rather interesting antique finish. Hopefully you can see that. I hope that's coming out on camera for you. But yeah, I was quite surprised. I was expecting, you know, a bit something more shiny, but you got this much more interesting antique finish on here. They work a treat actually. They're very nice little. I don't know how old they are, but very nice indeed. I like those. I've got some 9-inch versions that I'm working on right now, guys. So just as soon as I've got them finished, we're going to have to make another pivot pin up, because they didn't have anything in there at all. So yeah, look forward to that one then. It's going to be an interesting project. My good friend TraderJoe sent these along. They just arrived today. When I got home, they were sitting on the doormat waiting for me. You probably remember last Friday's Random Friday. My late father had one of these. Joe didn't know at the time, and he sent me this in. So I think it's slightly different from father's, but stainless steel, very, very thin stainless steel. I think Joe was saying to me you can use it to erase certain parts from what you've been drawing, so you don't erase any damage, anything else you don't want to rub out. So that's quite nice, is that? I like that. He sent this little thing in here, tools roll. I think there's tools roll. What we've got here, we've got a protractor, we've got an imperial scale here, metric scale here, metric scale there, and another imperial scale just here. You've got all these different holes here that you can size things like drill bits or dowel or metal rod of whichever description. I've got some round aluminium down here. Hang on, so I've got this round section aluminium here. Let's try and find out what size it is, shall we? Just by pushing it through the holes until we find a hole that it fits through. And it just about fits into that one there. In fact, it's a very good fit into that one there, making it, let's have a look here, 8mm in diameter. Very useful. So what else can we use this thing for? Well, as I say, it's got a protractor. Apparently you can use it as a plumb bob. You can hang it from this hole here. We've got a little arrow just here, so you know, you can see how straight something is you've got up on the wall or something. Yeah, so we've got a protractor, we've got all these hole sizes here, so you can use it for drill bits, rod, dowel, etc. I'm not sure whether this one's the stainless steel or the titanium version, but it's laser etched as well. That's a very nice bit of kit, so thank you very much to TraderJoe for that one. TraderJoe also sent these little fellas in for me. They're like a large needle, and they are for threading paracord, etc. Because you could obviously thread some paracord through here and then pull it through something. This would pierce any material you wish to sew. So you could also pierce the material like so, push some paracord through there and pull it back out again. So you can sort of sew with it as well. I've got an idea for these because they also look like a little teeny harpoon. I wondered, you know, like a mouse harpoon maybe. Perhaps if we sharpen this edge up here, we might be able to throw them into things. Harpooning, I don't know, whatever. Well, I should be trying that because I think I'm going to do a little review on these guys, so we'll give them a go later on. Okay then everyone, I hope you enjoyed this random Friday. I'd just like to thank TraderJoe for sending these interesting bits and pieces in for me. As I say, you can keep an eye out for my review of this knife. I've got a 9-inch version of this that I'm currently working on, bringing it up to usable usability again. And yeah, this interesting little find today at work. So speaking of this, if you join me on Instagram, you'll be able to see the proper length pipe this was originally. I'd cut another one up and chop this chunk out of it because I wanted to keep it because it's I think it's quite interesting personally. Alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed coming over today and taking a look at this lot. Once again, thank you very much to TraderJoe for these. Please let me know if you enjoy these random Fridays. I've got quite a bit of kit you can take a look at, and I also enjoy having a look around car boot sales because I very often find something interesting there too. So keep an eye on the channel guys. Alrighty then, well thanks for popping over, thanks for taking a look, and I will catch you laters!
Ruff, ruff.